Good morning, boys and girls. Today, our story is found in the book of Jonah 1 through 4. And the story is about Jonah and the big fish. One day, God came to Jonah in Israel. He told Jonah that he must travel to a distant city called Nineveh. The people there were doing evil things. Jonah was to tell them that God was so angry that he was going to destroy them all. Jonah did not want to go to Nineveh. Those people were enemies of Israel. He wanted nothing to do with them. Instead, Jonah went to the seaport of Joppa. He bought a ticket on a ship that was going far, far away to Spain. He was the only Hebrew on the ship. During the trip, a storm came up. The wind blew and waves came crashing over the ship. The sailors were afraid it would sink. "This is all your fault," one sailor said to Jonah. "Didn't you tell us that you were running away from your God? Your God must have sent the storm to punish you." Jonah had a feeling this was so. "Throw me into the sea," he said to the sailors. "Then the storm will end." The sailors didn't want to do that, but the storm was getting worse and worse. They threw Jonah into the sea. At once the sea calmed. Jonah sank down, down, down into the swirling water. Seaweed wrapped around his head. He knew he was drowning. He remembered God and prayed to him. Jonah did not drown in the sea. God sent a big fish to swallow him. Jonah was safe inside the fish. He prayed to God. He thanked him for his mercy, and he promised to praise him and honor him. For 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah was inside the fish. Then God commanded the fish to swim to shore. The fish opened its mouth, and Jonah came out. Again, God asked Jonah to go to Nineveh. This time, Jonah went. He preached to the people about God, and they turned from their wicked ways and followed God's laws, and God did not destroy them. All right. Now it's for some question time. Let's see how well you guys were listening. Where did God tell Jonah to go? That's right, boys and girls. God asked Jonah to go to a town called Nineveh. But Jonah did not want to go there because they were mean and they were the Israelites' enemies. Where did Jonah go instead? Where did he go instead? Do you guys remember? He went to the seaport of Joppa and was going on a trip to Spain on a ship. What happened, boys and girls, when the ship was at sea? That's right. God sent a big, big storm, and the sailors on that ship knew that God must be mad at someone. They knew he was mad at Jonah, and they threw Jonah out into the sea, and the storm stopped. So then they really knew that that is why they were in a storm. Our last question is, how long was Jonah in the fish's belly? Was he there a week? Was he there a day? No, he was there 3 days and 3 nights. And then God told the fish to go and spit Jonah up. And Jonah ended up going and doing what God had asked him to do in the first place. So, boys and girls, what can we get from this story? Well, I think we can learn that when God tells us to do something, we should do it. Because we certainly don't want to end up in a fish's belly. At least I don't want to. And secondly, we know that God is always there for us. Even though God had called the storm to come and Jonah had to get thrown into the sea, he still prayed to God and God saved him. So we know God is always there for us. I hope you guys have a great day, and I can't wait to hear what story we're going to learn about tomorrow.